yes. All right, let's do this. What's going on?
Hello?
Hey, how you doing there, man?
I'm all right. I'm all right. I can see you. I can't see myself, so I don't know how it's looking, but I hope we okay.
You see me? Yeah, I don't see you right at the moment. This is
You know,
iPhone. It should be a little button on. You doing it on a computer or you doing it on the phone? It says iPhone, so I'm
on my
assuming.
phone.
Okay. Should be like a little slash over the camera, and you click it, and I think it'll turn it on.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
Listen, I'm an IT
Sorry
guy. There
about
you go.
that.
I'm an
Hey,
IT
there we
guy,
go.
so so I'm used to instructions, and
Yeah.
All right, looking good there, brother. All right, we
How
waiting
you
on
doing,
Zaytoven,
man?
or is it just you?
Yeah, I believe she should be coming in. Either way, yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, all right. We'll wait. Awesome, man.
What do you
I was taking a look at the looking at the stuff. We'll drop information on the film, but you got a very nice uh, history. You know what I'm saying? Nice accolades in your resume. So I'll say that first.
appreciate it?
Yes.
Appreciate
So
it, dear
I
brother.
give you a little bit about me. I'm kicking it with KC. Been doing this podcast for about 7 years. I have a
Okay.
radio network called XY Radio Network. I've been on the network for about 5 years, I think, but the podcast been running 7 years itself. So
Okay.
I hit all kind of different topics. I talk to all kind of different folks, business owners, musicians, just people just doing all kinds of things. Athletes. I had Andre Rison on last week,
Nice.
and
Did I?
great conversation, man. So basically it's a relaxed, I ain't gonna say barbershop type conversation because those get a little more amped up than I am. I'm kind of more chill mode, but still we still have a open dialogue, about whatever. So
Right.
there's no
Right. Right.
there's no sense or anything on
Where you
the
based at?
dialogue. I'm based out of Atlanta.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I'm on the west side of Atlanta. I'm in Powder Springs.
All right.
Post COVID, you see, I can make things happen with the whole Zoom interaction. So that part is awesome.
Yeah. 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 That's cool, man. We appreciate you, man.
Hey man, I appreciate y'all coming on. I know y'all really busy. Got a lot of things you're doing. So definitely, man, I'm happy. You're able to come in and do your thing here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to see is my phone.
Yeah, it went
My
out, but
phone
it's
keep
back on
going out.
again.
This one? Okay.
It's back on again.
There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mm.
All
Yeah,
right,
but
so we'll get started, man. Let's get started. You know what I'm saying? Zay can just join us in progress. I want to hold you up.
sure.
All right. So right off the bat, let's talk about you and your history. I see you've got
Hmm.
a lot of things underneath you, but let me go and give a first introduction of who you are and why you're here. So I got my man Al Nuke here,
Yes, sir.
representing the movie film that they got coming out called To Finesse.
Hmm.
Al has done quite a few things. He's been an artist. He's been a director, producer. He's a
Yes.
manager of Zaytoven. You know what I'm saying? You do a lot of different things under your hat. I probably
Yes.
left something else out, but it's a long story resume, as I said. Tell
Yes.
me a little bit of your history. You were originally from Detroit. Is that true?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay.
I'm originally from Detroit, East Side, 6 Mile.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell
So I'm
me, tell me
originally
about your upbringing in Detroit, man. How it shaped you. A lot of people, shaping has come from where they grew up at, and then tell me how that influenced you to kind of do the artistic thing, get into the music,
Mhm.
and then ultimately into the film.
Man, well, my upbringing was really rough. I had it really, really rough. I was a foster child. I was a little abused and, stuff like that. Went through the stuff that, a lot of young boys went through in those times. But, it grew me to who I am. It's what pushed my back against the wall to really come out swinging and really learn stuff. I didn't never really go to school for a lot of the stuff that I do now. I just went through really diligent discipline, trying to figure it out as we go. And then I'm just, still mastering my craft, still a teacher. You know, I mean, still a student. You know, I'm still a student.
Okay.
I'm Brooklyn, but yeah, it was rough.
All right, man. So the thing is that you were able to get, like you said, that right there shaped you because of the fact that you were able to come from that and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, get into the music, allow the negativity kind of shape and put it into a positive thing. You could have went
Yeah.
two directions, you know what I mean? You chose one way, but you could have went the other way. You know what I mean?
I agree. And I was in the streets, man. I pushed it to the limit, Jack. I was, you know, into everything. You know, being in Detroit and just growing up around that environment, you know, back then it was, you know, shootouts and stuff like that was an everyday trait. But, you know, I went through some stuff. You know, I was locked up for a minute. I went through some stuff and I just got to praying and just really strengthened my relationship with God and just really, you know, started doing some redevelopment and inner, you know, some inner rebuilding. So it was trying from there. You know, it was I started doing music. It became successful for me, but you know, I was still fighting those old things. But I went from music to television show to eventually doing films, and eventually moving to Atlanta. And I'm just still on my, you know, journey as God has put me on. Man, I'm still here, still moving.
Awesome. Tell me, as an artist, a little bit about you know how you were. Did you have the Detroit sound per se, or did you have, you know, like what was it about you as a rapper? You know what I mean? When you came up, your writing style.
Yeah, you know, I was one of the. I'm one of the founding fathers of the Detroit music of what's really moving right now in the city of Detroit. You know, me coming out in '96, you know what I mean? '97, it was myself and Trick and a couple more people. You know, back then, you know, we helped develop a certain sound in Detroit, you know, like Blade Icewood and just different people like that. And then Eminem came, of course, and I know Eminem and he's cool, and Big Proof and D12, those are all good friends of mine. And I come from that era and that circle. So, you know, yeah, that was a blessing within itself to be one of those leaders as well in that arena to and then to go into films and you know, stuff like that. So yeah, it was a very unique sound.
Yeah, I get it. So the good thing is, I really am, you know, come from a hip hop, you know what I mean, background. I really know a lot of the music, you know what I mean, that comes from a lot of different regions, you know what I mean. I grew up from Virginia.
VA, what up?
Yeah, came from Virginia, but I actually was a Grady baby. Grew up in Atlanta, then went to Virginia and did a little high school, but came back here, went to Morehouse here in Atlanta, and kind of got my matriculation here. You know.
Yeah.
So that part, you know, I was able to see a lot of different things, especially with music and culture and stuff like that, and how Atlanta came to be. Let me give a shout out. We got Zaytoven has now came and joined us here. What's going on, Zay?
Yo.
All right.
What up?
All right. We got I'm sorry, I didn't do it right. The extraordinary Grammy Award-winning Zaytoven. I must say it right.
My boy, I can't see my brother.
Yes, y'all can't see me. Oh, can y'all see me?
Yeah, I see you on there.
Okay, there you go.
You see him? Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, awesome. So I was getting a little bit of background. First off, let me tell you, see, I'm kicking with KC. Been doing the show probably 6 to 7 years now. I talk to all kinds of different people from different aspects of different things: entertainment, business owners, athletes. The last show I had Andre Rison on. He's got a new book that has put out, and I just basically have a conversation, man. So like, you know, us in the room speaking, you know what I mean? So that's pretty much the style that I do.
Okay.
So I got a little bit of history of Al, and I want to get some of your history, you know what I'm saying, before we go into the film itself. Right now you're producer with huge accolades. You've done quite a few people under your umbrella here. Let me go ahead and name them, since people, you know, some people don't really know, so I have to do it, and some other people, you know what I'm saying,
they gotta know it.
They know the music if they don't know the name, you know what I mean. First off, I said Grammy Award winning Usher, that's big name. You got Gucci, you got Migos, you got Future, you got 21 Savage, on and on and on. So
Yeah,
you got a
yeah.
long, long history, long resume of hits under the production and under your writing and under the musical contributions that you've done. So
Yes, sir.
I read about the history. I saw that you did something with JT, the bigger figure. At some point, doing some music. Got here to Atlanta, got introduced to Gucci, and blew up ever since then. So tell
Yes,
me
sir.
how you got started in music. Tell me your upbringing, how you came in from your family life, and how you grew to where you were to start music. Like, what was your influence to really get into it?
Well, my introduction to music is church. Like, I'm a church musician. I'm still a church musician to this day. I'm still at church 2, 3 times out the week. And my mom's a pirate, my dad's a teacher, so, and we was living in Mississippi, in the South. So naturally, you're gonna be at church all the time. Those families gonna be at church. 5 days out of the week. So when you're a kid, you're looking for something to do. You want to, something to keep your attention, something to be involved in. So I started playing the instruments while I was in church, and that was my introduction to music. Now, as I got older, making beats, buying keyboards where you can make beats and create songs and stuff like that, I started getting into. So my introduction to producing was really by the way of JT, the bigger figure. He was a guy that's, known in the Bay Area, rap artist that was already making noise, doing his thing. He had his own studio, so he saw me playing music at a football game and said, "Oh man, I gotta get you to come to my studio." Took me to his studio, taught me how to work his equipment, and I've been producing ever since then. Now, when it came to becoming like, somebody that has a name and making a song that hit the radio and that's in the clubs and all that, that's when I met Gucci, and that was here in Atlanta. I met Gucci around 99, 2000, but we didn't get our first big song to So Icy, which was like around 2004.
Yes.
So at the time, he wasn't Gucci Man, really. We was both just, up and coming producer and up and coming rap artist,
Right.
trying to make our mark in the game. And we did it, at the same time with that song. So Icy, that kind of both broke ground for both of us. And it's been gradually going up ever since then.
Heck yeah. It definitely has.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, that's an all-time. If you listen to the music behind that hit there, that's one. There's a lot of rap that comes out that's not timeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That right there is a timeless hit. That joint comes on and the music rides. You know what I'm saying? It's funky. It's melodic. Hey man, I'll say you did your thing on that. There's producers that make beats and there's producers that produce.
What's so crazy is I never got into it thinking I'm a producer or a successful producer. I was doing it because I enjoyed making music. At home I got a studio. It's fun.
Right.
We can record records. We can rap and make beats.
Right.
And that was it, man. I never thought nothing past that, and here it is today. I've been in the game ever since then.
Hey, and life took off. You know what I mean? Life took off.
That's a big blessing. Yes,
Heck
sir.
Yeah. Huge blessing. You know what I mean? It was you using your talents. You know what I mean? That's what it was. You using your talents. Yeah. All right.
Yes, sir.
So all right, we got your background on both of y'all out the way. Let's talk a little bit about the film. So we got two Finesse. The film. This isn't your first one, Al. You had quite a few other films before that I saw. Birds of Feathers one, Street Life. He was a co-director. 17,000 Block. He was a co-star, etc., etc. So give me a little bit how you got into film, and then the influence of the Atlanta scene, the music and the blend of the entertainment here, the film industry. Give me a little bit about how this even got started.
I started doing movies. I was in my first film. I was starring in a documentary called Gangstresses, and Tupac was in it, and Vanessa Del Rio, and some Suge Knight. It was like I was like a little dude in it, and the director, he was a friend of mine at the time, and he just convinced me that, hey man, you do music in Detroit, you put out music, you should get in this camera stuff too. And at that time, I had a graphic guy with me that was kind of graphic-y, so he was in the cameras as well.
Okay.
I mean, he could easily transfer over the cameras. And we shot a documentary called Street Life. That's the one that you're talking about. And that's what really got me passionate about doing it. We sold like, man, a few 100,000 copies back then. And,
wow.
Got a deal with Z9 Pictures. We thought it was big. We thought it was huge. And we did really good with it. I still remember my first premiere. Young lady jumped out their seat screaming, hollering, left out of the premiere, like scared, shocked, like she was crying and stuff. Wow. And I was like, yo, that made me excited. But just fast forwarding here, meeting up with Zaytoven and just, my brother just staying on me about it, getting in the movies. He seen one of the ones I did out there, like, yo, we need to do one. And he just stayed on me about doing some more. And, now we 4 movies in, that we did together. What we acting in and pretty much he producing and scoring and I'm producing and directing and we acting and doing what we do.
Now, having both hats, I'll let you, Zaytoven, tell me a little bit about, and then I'll let you answer that too. Having both hats, so having 2 or 3 hats at the same time, so where you're acting and you're producing and you're directing and then you're writing and all that stuff. Give me a little bit about how it feels to doing that.
I think that's when we work our best. It's like, when we got more things to do just in one. Like me, I didn't want to just be an actor in the movie and that's it. If we're doing a movie, I want to score the movie. I want to do some other things. I want to help produce. I want to help, do different things. I think naturally that's what we love to do. We like to, wear different hats. You know what I mean? We like to have our input on, different aspects of what's going on. So I think we both. I know about me. I don't know about Al. I just love wearing more than one hat. I love being involved in different aspects of whatever project it is we're working on.
Okay. What about you, Al?
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to it. I'm immune to it. 10 hats, man. I've been doing this entertainment stuff, for a while now. So, I'm used to wearing 10 hats. I'm used to it. That's the only way I know how to move now. So I'm conditioned for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely.
Right. All right, let's talk about this movie here, and then we'll go in. I'm gonna do a little. We got the trailer, so we'll talk about it, and we'll do the trailer here. Give me a little bit about what this movie was. Was the inspiration for it?
You asking us, or you?
Either one can start on it. Basically, we talk about what is To Finesse. How'd you get started about writing To Finesse, and give me a little bit about the premise of it.
We're just basically just doubling back from Finesse 1. We put out one a few years ago. Mm-hmm. That was really good. Shout out Migos. Shout out DJ Holiday. Shout out some people in it. We came up with a really creative idea about, actually the Finesse story was actually me and Zay just actually driving. We were talking, just had conversations about stuff. And we were just talking about how so many scams happen in music and how we need to just make something funny about that. And once we created that premise, I just went back and just started developing characters like TJ and him and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And we did one, and it was really, really good. It was really another cultural fabric movie, in our DNA that people love. So we just came out, and the reason we called it To Finesse, because, of course, Zay creative. So he was like, instead of calling it Finesse 2, let's call it To Finesse,
Right,
so
right.
We just, switched it up like that. And then just relive those characters, man, and just, built on them. But a lots different has happened since part 1,
Okay. I remember seeing it had a quick sentence like, when you see a person that owes you money, I think that was on your IG.
Yeah.
That's a quick sentence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, the story is amazing, man. The story is TJ coming back from jail, trying to get his old team together, but his old team is kind of scattered doing their own thing. And, especially Quick, who plays Zaytoven, he's now a UK star. He became a big UK guy, so it's like hard to bring him back to the squad and get him to try to do another heist or do another lick to make everybody some money. Right. So, we just come up with something creative to bring them back. And, all hell breaks loose because it backfires in everybody's face.
Wow.
So it's hilarious. Yeah.
Wow. Tell me, since Zay might be busy. Zaytoven, tell me a little bit about.
No, I'm listening.
Okay. So the scoring side, or the soundtrack? Does it have a soundtrack accompanying it as well?
We didn't really do a soundtrack.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
But we got enough music to make a soundtrack.
To make a soundtrack. Yeah. Now, because that's the one thing, man. It's starting to come back a little bit, but I know Al, you definitely can appreciate it, and actually Zay, you do too. For some reason, I keep forgetting because you connected with such the young folks that you are a little bit, you know, what I'm saying a little got you closer to the age, you know what I mean, range than I am.
I'm an old man, yeah.
You know, and I didn't know that, you know what I mean, until I really looked. But as far as soundtracks, and remember, you had major soundtracks that went with these movies.
Love soundtrack.
Man, those soundtracks used to come out, man. It used to be the best thing ever because you had a barrage of like the greatest hits, man. For real. And I went back even in the 70s because you think about Shaft and how Isaac Hayes would go do the whole soundtrack of everything.
Yeah.
And then you kind of got to recreate it with the dead president and all that. But soundtracks were important, you know what I mean? But
you know what I think though?
Yeah.
I think the reason why we really didn't have a one with this one is just the dynamics of this COVID stuff and with so much stuff going on. Remember, we shot this movie in 2020, almost like when the outbreak really started. And well, we shot it in the middle of the outbreak, literally, because we were rebellious to the fact of we still needed to work. Like we were going crazy sitting in the house for the first 6 months of the pandemic and was like, we got to get out and work. So, you know, just getting out there and shooting that movie and everybody, you know, leaving safe and nobody's messed up was a really blessing. And then after that, trying to still, you know, cultivate to cut it and edit it and get it colored and do pickup shots and really make it make sense over this whole 2021 period, along with still, you know, dealing with COVID is probably what made it such an issue. You know, we would have liked to have this movie out, you know, early top of the year, you know what I mean, with everything. But man, it's been such, you know, stuff going on. We don't know, you know, how to move.
I get it. All right.
We just thankful to get something out to our fans, for real.
There you go. Let's get this trailer going, man. We're gonna pop this trailer off. Let me go ahead and share it with us.
Yeah, they said you had like 10 minutes.
This Thanksgiving.
What's up with all the stiffness, man? Stiffness? We had a motherfucking funeral home. That's where the stiff at. They don't remember us, man.
I said we motherfucking make them do it.
Because what?
Y'all owe us $2 million.
Al Nuke.
Y'all got 30 days to get this paper.
Is that like a month? It's 30 days.
Zaytoven.
Let a man that called on me got coronavirus.
Baby J.
The fucking money is in the fucking bank.
Tokyo Vanity.
Playing with your 9 o'clock in the fucking morning.
I decided to speak to your car, man.
Jacob
Of course it
Berger.
was unlocked. I live in a predominantly white neighborhood.
Give a some Bible.
Spanky Hayes as Mustard.
Take our money, steal my song.
Live out your dreams. And more importantly, never got to work for the white man again.
What? I work for the white man too.
To Finesse.
Wow, that is awesome.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man, I can't wait to see that, man. That's coming on Tubi, December 24th, right?
Yeah, it'll be out December 24th. We pushed it a month due to Tubi and the way that, you know, that digital stuff works with Tubi. We pushed it back a month. Plus, we wanted to make sure we do the right promotion and marketing with it.
Right. Okay, cool, man. You got a great cast, man. Look like it's hilarious, man. You know what I mean? I was tripping on you, Zay, man. How was it for you to get out of your normal self to get into that character?
Man, I love doing that type of stuff. I don't even know if anybody watched me even on my social media, like, you know, I'm not afraid to kind of get out of character, do different things and be silly and be funny. You know, that's part of my character too. I love to do those type of things. So I had so much fun making the movie, you know, I'm ready to jump in and do it again. Like I love being somebody else besides just the cool Zaytoven.
Hey man, I'm watching you on the Country Wayne skits, man, with the drip interaction.
Yeah.
I've been loving it, man. Shout out to Country
Yeah,
Wayne.
man, I love doing that stuff.
Yeah, man, that right there took off so much, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's introducing you because you got a lot of old heads watching, you know what I'm saying, Country Wayne skits, and now, you know what I'm saying, like, who's Zaytoven, man? I don't know who it is, you know.
They don't even know who Zaytoven is.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, but some people do that, not to your credit, because, you know, so my wife, soon as So Icy come on, she in that, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm like, yo, that's Zaytoven. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's, you your music speaks for itself. I'll just say that, bro. But the skits, you know what I'm saying? It's a whole nother thing. It's bringing the personality.
That's a whole nother ball game.
Right. It's bringing the personality out with it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I gotta give a shout out to one of my good friends' son actually has been interacting with you as well. Pablo been doing his little YouTubes as well. Yeah. So shout out to my guy Mark and his son Pablo, man. Al,
sir.
As far as you with your acting, you're in this film as well, right?
Correct.
Okay. How do you feel as far as your getting into a different character, you know what I'm saying, and getting prepared and pretty much taking yourself away from your normal self to this acting?
Man, like Zay said, I love it. I can't wait to put on a wig and, you know, of course, some male wig and, you know, do some finger waves and, you know, act like I play a character TJ in here, man, like somebody's favorite uncle. I'm really trying to push that character because I believe he's really funny and I really believe he's needed in this climate right now. We don't have you know, as young boys don't really have a male ego or like an old school male uncle, you know, that you used to hate but like, you know, because he was funny. It was like, you know, I'm really trying to bring him forth. So yeah, I love it, man. I love it. I want to do stand up with him. Hopefully, if this movie, you know, if it do what I think it is going to do, you know, I hope to one day do some stand up with him.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
do some stand up as TJ, my alter ego.
That's good. That's dope.
Zaytoven gonna perform as Vanderhughes. He's gonna open up. Or either I'm gonna open up for him.
I ain't even know that. See, I didn't know you were ready to take it on stage.
Yeah, hey, that's a good marketing move right there. Like, but we have to blow up though out there.
Yeah, we got to blow up. We had to.
Yeah, we can't go out there just butt naked. The fans got to scream for it like
they got to scream.
Hey,
like where they at?
Listen, I'm thinking about I could put a show together with you now. I had a guy who I interviewed last month. I had never heard him, but I started seeing him through the skits too. A guy by the name of the Bubba Dub Jr. out of Texas, and that dude was hilarious, man. But he was, you know, doing some shows through the Southeast as well. But I hear his stand up show was awesome as well. Y'all got a show tomorrow night at the Atlantic Station. It's the red carpet event. A show. Yes. I understand tickets are sold out. 8 p.m. red carpet, 8:30 the showing. Tell me a little bit how y'all trying to lay that out, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna mix and mingle with the folks in the A. Give me a little bit about your what you expect or anticipate.
So tell them what we doing.
Man, you know what we trying to do is just set the city on fire. We trying to do it big. Show the folks, you know, this is something that we done worked hard on. We put our blood, sweat, and tears in it. So we got to set it off right. You know what I mean? We got to present it the right way. Right. So the best thing to do is get the best movie theater in Atlanta.
That's right.
Make it nice and, you know what I mean? We just trying to set it off right. You know what I mean? That's all it is. We got something that's special that we want to present to the A. So, you know, we got to set it off right. We got to have red carpet. We got to have it star-studded.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Dressed to impress. It's a big night for the city.
It's a big night for the city, man. Proud of what Atlanta.
Shout out to Atlanta, man. Shout out to Atlanta. Shout out to you. Shout out to the city for supporting us. You know, they've been supporting us, man. It's our 4th movie. And we only get better and we only growing as we move. So we're excited.
Awesome. So this show right now we're doing a live on Facebook Live. Later on I will have a cut up in the segments. We'll put it on YouTube. But the audio portion is actually going to iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, Amazon Music, Audible, all the places where the dope podcasts are. So,
Sweet.
you know, be able to at least get some people out to check out the Tubi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I see your social media said you got at 2 Finesse movie is where you can actually go to the official IG for the movie.
Yes. Keep the updates coming.
Yep. Zaytoven, you want to give your IG, and you, Al, you can give your IG.
All my social media is Zaytoven Beatz, Zaytoven Beatz. That's all my social media right there. So tap in with me.
Tap in. What about you, Al?
Yes. And you can find me ALNUKE, Al Nuke. That's at Al Nuke at Instagram, everywhere. You can Google me and I'm right there, pulling right up, man. Al Nuke, I'm right there.
Pulling up. I got to give a shout out to Z Mullins, Savvy Affairs, who actually, made this thing connect.
Shout out Z.
Big ups to Z.
Yeah,
y'all was doing the thing. Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Anything y'all got, you want to, talk, I'm here. I'm always, the door's open. You can come in, talk about your films, whatever, man. Like I said, I talk about whatever. So the door's always open. So y'all welcome anytime.
Man. We're going to stay moving, man. 2022. We're going to stay moving. We got albums coming, more movies, everything.
That's right.
Yep.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Big ups.
All right.
Thank y'all for coming through. And thanks for killing KC.
Peace.
All right.
Peace. All right. That was your man Al Nuke and my man Zaytoven. You know how we do it. Big time here. X Squad.
This is a Squad podcast.
This is Judge Joe Brown, and I'm kicking it with TC and the X Squad affiliate.
Yo, what's up? It's Cool Joe Goody, and I'm kicking it with my dog, Key C, with the X Squad affiliate.
Yes, this is your girl, Miss Cece LaFleur, and I am kicking it with Key C and X Squad affiliates.
Yo, what's good? It's party time. Glory. And I'm kicking it with my man, Key C and the X Squad affiliates. You dig me?
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Trey Chaney. Y'all know me as Pooh from the HBO series The Wire. You know me as Kendrick from Bounce TV's hit show Saints and Sinners. And you know me as O from Secret Society. And right now, I'm kicking it with my brother, Key C, from the X Squad affiliate.
This is your boy D Rex from South Central, and you tune into X Squad Radio Network. Yeah, man.
West, y'all.
Bang.
Throw them W's up. West Side Wednesdays with your boy D Greatest from South Central. Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. X Squad Online Radio Network, iHeartRadio, Spotify, TuneIn, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and more.